Hi, guys. Up next here on the news at 6:30, nearly half a dozen people arrested during immigration hearings in Houston.
As tensions escalate over immigration nationwide, ABC 13's Liliana Pearson is looking into those arrests here today.
ABC 13 Eyewitness News starts now.
Tensions escalating over immigration across the nation. Here in Houston, a number of people detained by ICE at court after their immigration cases were dismissed.
Their arrests garnering attention as people question why they were detained and if their right to due process is being violated. Our cameras were rolling when two men were handcuffed and escorted out of the federal immigration courthouse along Gessner on the southwest side today.
ABC 13's Liliana Pearson joining us now live from the newsroom. So, Liliana, you watched as these three men were taken into ICE custody today.
Yeah, we did. We know that 3 people were detained yesterday, 3 more people detained today at the federal immigration courthouse on Gessner. And those immigration lawyers that I talked to today say that you should still be going to your court dates. However, they say it's more important than ever that you do show up with legal representation because immigration court, that's a civil matter, and a lawyer will not be provided for you.
Cuffed and surrounded by ICE agents and cameras, immigration lawyer Bianca Santorini says what you're seeing is ICE agents detaining a man from Mexico and Venezuela after their immigration cases were dismissed by a judge. Santorini says these men were in court for a notice to appear. This is a hearing to plead your case before a judge on why you should be able to stay in the United States. But these men allegedly never got that opportunity.
Due process does not mean you entered illegally and you get to stay, but due process in the Constitution does mean that you get that 1 day in court, and that is what we're asking to be respected.
This morning,
according to Cesar Espinoza with the immigration rights group FEEL, they used to want cases to be dismissed so they could pursue asylum or other means of staying in the country. But now, with ICE agents waiting outside the courtroom doors, those other avenues are cut off. Santorini says the detention of these men, who come from Mexico and South America, is possible through President Trump's signature of an executive order. Expedited removal used to only be enforceable within 100 miles of the border, but now spans the country and allows someone to be removed from the country without seeing a judge if they've been in the United States for less than 2 years. The executive order on the White House page points towards targeting criminals and violent offenders, but Santorini says none of the men she represents
what we're seeing.
We spoke to Susham M, a former professor and now an immigration lawyer with the Modi law firm, who says that the courts know these men have no criminal records based on the process they went through to get their court appearance.
Often they were paroled out of immigration jail. So majority, I mean, probably the vast majority of them had no criminal history whatsoever. And then an ICE officer, a deportation officer, had found that they deserved to be paroled out.
According to this memo on the ICE government website, ICE agents are allowed to carry out enforcement near or in courthouses. We emailed ICE about arresting people inside courthouses. They sent us a statement saying, in part, if immigrants have credible claims that they are in danger, they will continue the immigration proceedings. Otherwise, they will be deported.
We're seeing a huge amount of fear. And in a way, a lot of people feel trapped.
Both Modi and Santorini say they worry these actions will deter people who are trying to gain legal status from showing up to court. Santorini encouraging migrants to still go.
Show up. But if you have been here less than 2 years, do not come without an attorney.
Santorini also telling us today that she knows at least 3 of these people do currently have pending asylum cases. I'm Liliana Pearson, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.